What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, and Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods is 10 days away. Now, there has been so much that has been said about this movie recently, and there have been a lot of talks on whether or not Zachery Levi is going to be sticking around in the new DCU under the helm of James Gunn to continue to play his character Shazam. So a lot of talk going around, which we'll break down, but also the reviews for the film are now out from the critics and the people who attended the world premiere for the movie. The embargo is now over and people are giving us their thoughts on what they thought of the movie, truly. And it's actually quite surprising. Lately, some insiders online have been talking about how they heard the movie isn't exactly good. They've also expressed how they think that the difference between Billy Batson and Shazam himself are very different, and that doesn't really make sense. Basically, people have already been kind of picking out the movie before they even had a chance to see it, which makes these reviews so shocking because a lot of them are really good. For example, take this one from Anthony over at the Movie Podcast. He says, Shazam Fury of the Gods is exhilarating. David F. Sandberg whips up a captivating and truly funny story that can be celebrated with the whole family. Rachel Zegler, Jack Dylan Grazer, and Digimon Hanzo are standouts for me. Fury of the Gods is super-powered fun. So exhilarating, captivating, and funny. And then at the end he says it's fun, and we're gonna get to what that actually means in a second, but let's look at a few more real quick. Eric Eisenberg over at Cinema Bland stated, Shazam Fury of the Gods is a super fun and worthy sequel. Not a game-changing comic book movie, but it wins you over with its characters and energy. Has some real surprises and a knowing sensibility that suit it well, plus some creative and exciting monster action. So this one right here seems like a more grounded reaction, essentially stating that it's not a game changer for comic book movies, but I'm not sure anybody was really expecting it to be. It's not like this is an Avengers Infinity War or Avengers Endgame level event. It's not the next Justice League film, so definitely do not go in with any of those expectations at all if you want to enjoy this film. But we continue to hear positive reviews from Variety's Courtney Howard. She states, Shazam Fury of the Gods. Shazam movie is a super powered sequel that packs a punch. A super solid, super fun, and super smart blend of hilarity, heart, and heroics. Ramps up the action and irreverence to a delightful degree. Helen Mirren, Lucy Liu, and Rachel Zegler are MVPs. Love the Dragon. So another review basically stating that this is a solid movie and that it's super fun, plus it has some heart to it. And a lot of reviews are actually stating that this is indeed better than the first movie, which is great because I personally did enjoy the first movie, so that means I should enjoy this one. Daniel Baptista over at the Movie Podcast states, Shazam Fury of the Gods is magical and hilarious family adventure. David F. Sandberg supercharges everything that made the first film special with the heart of the story always the Shazamly. Rachel Zegler and Jack Dylan Grazer steal every scene. Now, what's interesting is this is more praise for other actors in this film, but we haven't really heard anything about Zachery Levi. A lot of the reviews are praising other actors, but not Zachery Levi himself, and there are some reviews out there from people who didn't like the movie. Digital Spy's Gabriella Geisinger said this, Within Shazam Fury of the Gods is a fun buddy comedy starring Digimon Hanzo and Jack Dylan Grazer. Unfortunately, you have to watch Shazam 2 to see it. Few bright spots bogged down by final act muddy CGI battle. Levi plays Billy as if he's in on the joke, an uncanny valley of humor. So not a good review and not a good review of Zachery Levi's portrayal of Shazam. However, there are counters to this for people who were really looking forward to this movie and are big fans of Shazam. This is what fans of Shazam have said. The Illuminati's Joseph Deckelmeyer said this, Shazam Fury of the Gods is what I wanted the movie to be. The film does a good job of balancing this large cast, and it's just a fun superhero movie with a lot of heart. I'd love to see these characters and actors carry on in the DCU, and I think it can fit it. Go see it for yourself. So here's something to notice about most of these reviews. And also, please keep in mind that these reviews should not influence your own opinion of the movie. Do not let them hold you back from going to the movies. Go see it for yourself and form your own opinion, please. A lot of these reviews are good. They state that the movie is fun, it's full of heart, it's got good energy, and it's probably just going to be a good time at a good superhero film. However, it's not going to be anything super spectacular. There were a few people who said that the movie was wonderful and exactly what they wanted it to be. However, I'm not seeing a lot of, wow, this movie was great. this movie was fantastic, but we're seeing a lot of this movie is fun. It's kind of like how I felt for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and I think a lot of fans as well, when people went in and just said, yeah, it was a fun movie. It wasn't anything special. It really actually wasn't on a super big scale. However, it was funny, it was heartfelt, and it was a fun movie. That's kind of what I'm hearing for Shazam 2 here. Now, the cast alone is enough to make you want to go and watch this movie. The first Shazam was really kind of just about Shazam, Zachery Levi's portrayal of him. And of course, there was some heart thrown in there with his foster family. And it sounds like in this film, they really dive deeper into that aspect. And then of course, when you have Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu as the villains, you know they're going to be great. They are two wonderful actors. They are fantastic. They are seasoned veterans who know how to do their jobs, and they're both so charismatic and charming. You already knew they were going to crush it, and they are getting a lot of praise. So the villains are good, or at least the actings for the villain characters are good. So most of these reviews seem to come in about at a 70%, a 80%, so like a C, like a B movie. Now, some of course are going to say it's an A+++, and some are going to say it's an F-. Go see it for yourself, but the fact that people are indeed saying that it's pretty decent and a solid movie makes you question whether or not Zachery Levi is going to stick around for the new DCU. Well, based on the comics that Zachery Levi has stated recently, at this point in time, it's looking like he probably won't be playing Shazam. Now, James Gunn has already stated that some characters are still up for debate. He still doesn't know if some characters are sticking around. Wonder Woman is a perfect example, and Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman. James Gunn has openly admitted that he's not sure what they're going to do there and that he's had conversations with Gal. I think this might be kind of a similar case for Zachery Levi's Shazam. A few of the reactions, and I mentioned one, state that they would love for the character to stay inside of the DCU. However, when Zachery Levi recently spoke up about this, he did say that he wants the character to stay even if he is not the one to play the character. So when he said that, a lot of people thought, well, he might have already met with James Gunn, and James Gunn might have already told him that, yeah, the new DCU is going to move on without him. But knowing James Gunn and knowing how open he is about everything that is going to happen with the DCU, he will probably comment on this pretty soon. Maybe once Shazam has been out for a couple of weeks or a month, maybe he'll wait till then. Maybe he's trying to gauge the audience's reaction to see if they truly do like this character and like the movies. Either way, I'm sure he will address this soon. The same thing goes for Gal Gadot and some other characters like Jason Momoa's Aquaman. But in the meantime, Shazam: Fury of the Gods comes out in 10 days. Please be sure to go watch the movie if you are interested, and let us know your thoughts, whether that be on Twitter or in the comment section of some of our videos. Thank you all for watching this video. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date on the latest DCU news, and you can always follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.